Janet, you're triggering a lot of memories for me, things I haven't really talked about. Um, when I was a kid, I grew up, poor white trash. And it didn't even have to be that way. My mother was just very irresponsible with money and didn't know how to shop. Fend for yourself was the operative mode in my house. And as such, because I was poor, because my mother didn't shop for clothes, and I had hand-me-downs and tattered shirts and things with holes in them, I was rejected by the other white kids. Um, you may notice that I'm wearing wild shirts now. Well, that's because I couldn't when I was a kid. And the kids who I befriended during that time, because I was rejected by white kids who looked down on me, were black kids, Koreans, and Vietnamese kids. And I'm still in touch with a lot of those people. And you're absolutely right. I think it was a combination of me sort of coming from a down and out kind of thing, and they're coming from a down and out sort of life, because a lot of the Vietnamese kids came over from Vietnam. Same thing with the Korean kids. They had escaped some rather terrible political developments, and they came, of course, to California, which is where I'm from. And I think we had this in common. We were all nerds, and we were all poor, but a lot of them actually ended up living really wonderful lives. Some became photographers, some became engineers, and thinking about this and thinking about what's happening right now and what happened to those poor Koreans in Georgia at the Hyundai factory, it's like these are wonderful people. They're just effervescent geeks. They're not criminals. None of these people were criminals. They were just trying to earn an honest living. And this really isn't about cracking down on illegal immigrants, to use that odious term. This is about declaring war on those who are impoverished or those who are trying to gain a foothold in the class system, which we all were. And I'm no different from them, other than the fact that I was white and I had a certain amount of privilege in that. But I've always had great empathy for marginalized voices, Janet, because of this upbringing. And I made a lot of really amazing friends after I had been just viciously shit on by other white kids. But I fit in with these, blacks, Koreans, and Vietnamese. And we had a good time. We had bikes I this is how I learned to love Korean food and Vietnamese food, and a lot of soul food too, because these were my peers, these were my friends, and it really, really. I'm misting up here. It's a personal thing for me. This war on the marginalized, on people who aren't white, on people who aren't middle class or whatever counts for middle class right now. These are real minds, real souls, and we have to defend them. And for those of us like me who are white, I will always put my body in front of in front of a person who's marginalized as a cop is coming, so that they can get away. And I have done that. I did that during the Black Lives Matter rallies, and I'll do that if ICE comes to New York City. These are wonderful people, and what's happening right now is just absolutely evil and callous and barbaric, and we have to fight it. We have to fight it.